Does this thing just, like, go live without ever telling me? What? That's not what I want to talk about. Let's talk about New Year's. Yay. What the hell? Okay, so, fun fact. This thing just, like, goes live without telling me? Oh, no one. Good evening, gentle people. It is I, Caffinejedi. After a few months being gone, because I've been really waiting to get a new phone, which would give me, you know, like, a better video quality. I also sent my Rode mic, pillar box, letterbox hype. You're fine. What is wrong? What happened? Oh no, Blake is having trauma because she got a new basketball hoop from my mom for Christmas, and what is wrong? Oh no, the ball's right there. The ball is right there. Yes, the stool. Hey, what's wrong with it? You will see Blake popping in and out throughout this video because her father is doing work-related activities. Come here, baby. You're not ouchie. You're fine. You're fine. What hurts? Your hand hurts? Story of my life, right? My child is just going to tell me everything hurts. Her favorite thing is now to tell me in German her Fuß hurts. Okay. So, unlike all these other stupid family channels which are filled with stupid lies, my channel, which is not a family channel because why would it ever be, is going to legit tell you that you're going to hear all the fun stuff that it is to have a toddler. So guess what? If you hear a bunch of crazy, obnoxious noises from different toys going on, that's my fucking life. I shouldn't say that word because you have been a little parrot lately. Speaking of parrots, we have 2 parakeets now. So anyway, I hope everyone here is having a good New Year's or after New Year's or Christmas or all the holidays. I hope you guys have had a good time. It is Saturday and I am doing the mom duties. So I'm just gonna be here with Blake the whole time. Anyways, I hope everyone out there is well in the internets, in the YouTube. I have been having like the worst headache for literally days. And see, the first thing everyone thinks is like, oh, you're not feeling well. Maybe you caught COVID. Again! But I had COVID already. And yes, I suppose sometimes you can get it twice. But it's not very common. It's not like everybody thinks that's the case. But hello, I'm not a moron. So I wasn't scared of getting COVID again. I was scared that all my symptoms when I put them into WebMD told me meningitis. That's way worse sounding than COVID. I will probably survive a COVID, but a case of meningitis could kill me. So I've known many young people who died of that crap. No, thank you. Hello, Remy. Nice to see you. I'm going to be drinking water consistently throughout this thing because, as I was saying, I am not feeling particularly well. So usually I just drown out my sickness with lots of fluids. Oh my god. I tried to make a video like a couple days ago. See, this is why I said I'm waiting for a new camera, which is going to be a new phone. And I'm waiting to get a new phone. I'm actually waiting after Christmas. The reason I'm waiting after Christmas is because a lot of people will return their phones and I can get like a good deal. So I'm waiting to get a new phone so that thus I can get a new camera and do videos more consistently. Also, I'm waiting on my Rode mic, my Rode Podcaster, which has been like basically, it broke like a year and a half ago. And I'm a dumbass who decided like now is the time to get it fixed. So I sent it to go get it fixed around the 10th of December. And they told me like a 2-week turnaround. Like this is like Rode, the actual company. What is it? Oh no, what happened? What happened? Baby, this is not going to fit with this. Okay? You want me to put it on his head?
Yeah.
There you go. Head.
Head.
Donald's head? It's okay. Here you go. So, you're going to be hearing kids' music and all that stuff in the background. So, you take silver hydroxyl. I do not know what that is. But anyway, my point is, I didn't have meningitis because I started feeling way better, unless I had a very mild case but suddenly cured itself. But, you know, I don't think that's the case. Listen, you. Do not throw things at me. Yeah, it shows my parenting skills. Failed already. uh, I am such a crappy disciplinarian. Like, I don't. It's not that I say no. Like, I don't let Blake do whatever she wants, but I also am like, I'll say just no, don't do that. I don't feel like getting off the sofa. What have I been up to? So I'm working on the trailer. It's fine. I'm working on the trailer to like my next project, which is a motion comic, which I'm gonna be releasing on YouTube on my other channel, which I haven't put shit on in years. Which is called Shark Helping Fish. It used to be where I put my scripted stuff, and I really enjoyed doing that kind of stuff. But like, so I have this motion comic which I've been working on for like years, and I've been, getting all the voices and getting everything together. And it basically, like, this whole COVID season, I've learned how to animate on After Effects and do the motion comic. Basically, use Photoshop and use Premiere and After Effects to do this big project. And I've been working on that for a while, and I keep recutting the trailer. I have recut this trailer. I want to say this is like trailer number 5, but here's the thing: as much as I'm like learning how to, learning how to do storytelling. What's wrong? Your feet hurt? Your feet are okay, honey. You want me to take your socks off? Yeah. Okay, here you go. Blake wants me to take her socks off so she can go up and down the slide without slipping back down. So as I was saying, I've been working on this thing for a really long time, and I'm like, you know what? I have a lot of the comic books. You want me to? Okay. You guys get to watch. Hold on. Okay. Ready? Okay. As I was trying to say before, I was interrupted by a little adorable child, baby, toddler. Oh my god, the bird is getting. Mina went down the slide? I haven't told you guys this, but I have 2 parakeets now, unlike earlier. We have 2 parakeets. And one of them is super loud, and the other one is less loud. But that super loud one was quiet as quiet can be, until we got a second parakeet thinking, oh, this one's lonely, this is so quiet. So we got a second one, and now she's a loud-ass bitch. I say bitch because she's kind of mean to the other one. But they're also friends, so it's kind of weird like that. No, water. The water's okay, baby. You want some water? Nine, yeah? Here, have some water. Stay hydrated. So as I was trying to say, what was I trying to say? That's what I've been working on. I've been working on this motion comic, but I don't know how to cut trailers, so basically I've had to recut the trailer like a bunch of times so that I could actually make the story make sense of the trailer. I don't know if you guys ever watch trailers and then you watch the movie and it has nothing to do with the trailer. I think the reason is because sometimes trailers have a very specific storytelling way of storytelling that does not translate always with something else that you're doing. So that's why that happens, and I've noticed that because I was like, how the hell am I going to make this into a freaking trailer? This whole thing is 10 hours long. Yeah, it's 10 hours long, by the way. It's 10 episodes, 1 hour each, but I'm going to cut them down into 10 minutes each, and it's a motion comic, and it has like foley and voiceover. So it's like watching an animatic, if you will, because I can't afford to get an animator. And so yeah, look for that in the next few. I'll put out episode 1 in a couple months, well, like maybe 2 months. I said March, but I'll see how things go. Say something in German. Blake speaks more German than I do, and she's vanished, and she's being really quiet. So here's the thing about when your kids get like too quiet. That's kind of weird. It's like, oh, okay, she's quiet, cool. She's not driving me crazy and jumping on me and biting me in the boob. That's nice. So, but maybe she's like doing something really bad. Like she has chocolate milk in her hand right now. Totally spillable chocolate milk. Is the chocolate milk good? Greetings, James, from the newly free land of England. Oh, yes, of course. Brexit. Well, when it... what a shit show. I'm a UK citizen anyway, so whatever. And I still have my house out there. So I have no reason for not wanting the UK to be super successful. I don't see Brexit as this magical thing that's gonna fix any problems. If anything, I feel like the version of Brexit that we got is so it's a joke, all right? It's like really not going to change anything. Not really. If anything, my one hope of the whole situation is I hope that the currency goes back up in value because it's hovering at a 1.33. No, 1.31 last time I checked. I mean, it's better than the low it got to like 1.17. This is to the dollar, by the way. I deal in dollars, so when I get like my money from the UK and I have to then transfer it into dollars, and all I'm getting is 1.17 to the freaking dollar, it's really annoying. So, yeah, I'm talking about currency exchanges because that's really popular and really interesting. It's too watered down to do much. It's like you're gonna do shit. All right, it was never gonna do shit. It was always nearly 1.37 now. Okay, yeah, cool. If I could get it back up to 1.55, I'll be happy. I mean, to be fair, I heard back in the day it was like a 2.5 to the dollar. Dude, I would sell my house if it got to that point. If it gets to 2.5, I will sell my house because I could buy, even for LA standards, I could buy a really nice house if I could sell my house in the UK for a high amount of money. See, right now, like I said, pound is worth garbage. However, we did do, I mean, I've always been a proponent. No, I'm not going to say that because boss is going to get on my ass and say, you're a liar. I have mostly always been a proponent of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's doing fantastic right now, but we've been saying it for years. And we keep telling all my relatives, like, we told them back when Bitcoin was like $200. We're like, you should buy a bunch of Bitcoin. Like, the same thing about buying housing. Like, houses used to be so ridiculously cheap. And, like, as a teenager, a young teenager, I remember telling my mom, I was like, Mom, maybe, you should consider, like, investing in a second property. Do you think they did that? No, because who the hell would listen to a 14-year-old for financial advice? But I was right. Anyway, Basti is a crazy person who's wrong about a lot of psychoness, but he's right about finances. He also believes that, the QAnon's conspiracies and a bunch of rich liberals are killing babies to drink their adrenochrome. Is that what it's called? Oh, my love. Husband of mine. That's who I married. Oh, God. So, anyways, you guys, I hope everybody out there is doing good. Let me know how your New Year's are going so far. Please leave it in the comments. I like talking to you guys. I like having a conversation. And I'm actually feeling so much better. See, even just doing this, just having this is like, it's giving me a big boost of energy, which I really needed because so yesterday I was saying, like, I felt like crap yesterday and I was like, oh no, I'm dying of meningitis, but it wasn't meningitis. But I was thinking that. The problem is I never get a fever. I got COVID and I never got a fever. I just, like, I have to literally be dying to get a fever. The last time I got a fever, I kid you not, the last time I got a fever was when I had swine flu almost 10 years ago. That was the last time I had a fever. So that just shows you, like, unless I am literally on death's door, I will not get a fever. So hence, I had a crappy feeling, Googled them, only got meningitis as like the what I must have. Real scary. But then I woke up this morning feeling way better. I drank like some like ginger-filled infused green juice, and I drank like 2 glasses of that, and that actually really helped me. After that, I woke up this morning and somehow Basti convinced me to go hiking. So we ended up at, what's the name of this park? Bradford or Bradford? I don't know. So there's a park in LA that also has like a hiking trail. A lot of them do, because LA actually is pretty good for hiking. And the weather's pretty nice for it. So I was like, all right, it's not too hot. I can manage a hike, a small little hike, right? And then I start getting up there, and there's points in this hike where I have to get on like my hands and knees and like and start doing this. And I wore these Tommy Bahama freaking like, I guess they're almost like Converse-esque looking Converse knockoffs, I guess, but they're Tommy Bahamas because I can never wear Converse because I have such wide feet. So I have wearing Tommy Bahama shoes for a stupid hike. In the hike, it wasn't stupid, it was actually really nice. But for the hike that I had to, it got real jagged in some points, and going up wasn't that bad, though it was also really hard because I'm an old lady with like no ability to climb. Meanwhile, Bosty's like a freaking billy goat, with Blake on his back, like no problem. As I started coming down, like I started having flashbacks to like when I climbed Mount Fuji and I was coming back down at night. I don't know if I have an old video on YouTube, but I mean old, about the time I climbed Mount Fuji and how like I did it backwards because of that. I'll beat the crowds. We'll climb during the day, and instead, usually you climb in the middle of the night and you get to the top of the mountain by sunrise. Well, we decided, hey, why don't we start climbing in the middle of the day and we get to the top of the mountain by sunset, and then we'll come down the mountain at night. All right. No, there are no lights on this mountain, and it is jaggedy and gravelly, and like sometimes it gets real steep. I will, however, say that the most beautiful stars I've ever seen in my life was that night. Like, because there's no lights up there, so it's like you see the Milky Way and falling stars, and we kept finding other like Japanese people who like didn't have flashlights, and like so me and this dude Brent, we had flashlights, so we were like ferrying other Japanese people down with us because you couldn't go anywhere unless like the sun was up or you had a flashlight because it was like there were like those ledges where you just go off and die. So we didn't want that to happen. So yeah, my point is, today I'm coming downwards, and like sure enough, it's like gravelly and it's jagged, and my shoes are just have no traction. So I'm like, and I've broken my ankles. I've broken both of my ankles before in my life. So let's just say I don't have a precedent for being very sure-footed. Like I said, Boston fine, down no problem. But me, I'm like freaking taking it like an inch more. I'm like, no. Finally I come back down and it was all good. And, we're thinking, ooh, I'm exhausted. But Blake, no way. She needs to go to the playground because this is a park. So there's a nice big playground there for her. So she's like going to go there and stay there for an hour. So, anyway, I've had a little bit of an exhausting day. However, it's still been fun. And, I enjoyed that hike. I put a picture of us in a certain spot on the hike, like the easiest part of the hike, on Instagram. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, you may. It's at Caffinejedi on Instagram. All right, let's see what messages we have. Hey, Steph from Guidos. And, hey, Guidos, it's you, isn't it? You're the one who took my photos. Photo crumple. Oh, the swine flu thing. I never got it, and I was looking after 4 people that did a lot of immunity. It's to do with blood type. Well, hello, Guidos. Thank you. In case you guys don't know, Guidos is an amazing photographer. He was my wedding photographer, and he did some amazing wedding photos. I'll tell you this, Guidos. Funny story. Like, whenever I talk about my wedding, I always say, oh my God, it was so stressful. I found my wedding so stressful. Like, did you have a good wedding? I was like, it was so stressful. But I have beautiful photos. That's actually what I tell people. Like, so I always remember we have really nice photos, even though I found the wedding itself like really tiring. Like no one tells you this about weddings. They're like, weddings are not for you. They're for other people to enjoy. And the whole time we're like, oh my God. I had one guy who was a friend of Basti almost wanting to start a fight with my other friend. And then my friends, of course, wanted to then come and like kick this guy's ass. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. But anyway, I'm supposed to now be the maid of honor for my maid of honor. Her wedding is coming up. Her wedding was already supposed to happen in October, but it didn't happen. It's what are you doing? I see a sneaky little darling. He's being very quiet. What are you doing? Are you doing? Oh no, she's fine. She's just causing chaos, or she has her hands in her mouth. But I wonder why. Oh, you know what? I actually paid for the YouTube It used to be called YouTube Red. I think now it's called YouTube Premium. The people wanted to watch soccer. Oh my god, you remember? Oh, I was so mad about that. Me and Bossy still have fights about that to this day. About the soccer, yeah. Like his relatives wanted to watch a soccer game during my reception, and I was so pissed off. I was like, what the hell, man? Oh no, Germany was in the quarterfinals with Italy. Euro Cup. I don't care. I don't care about the Euro Cup. Come here, honey. Let me see your hand. What happened? You have ouchie? Or do you have stuff on your hand? Oh no. Oh no? It's okay. Let me have that, please. Thank you. Oh no. I took a photo of them. Yeah, I know. One of them was Basti's Oma, his grandmother. I actually like get along really well with Buskin's family. They're actually really cool. They're always really sweet. My family gets along also with Basti, so it's okay. It's just I think the first time, like the first couple of years we were together, there were some like cultural clashes. But for the most part, it's not really like that anymore. I think I gave them the first I gave my mother-in-law her first grandchild, so top of that. No one's taking that from me. But actually, Basti's brother is recently, his wife is pregnant, so now there's going to be another one. There's going to be, Blake will have a cousin from Russia with love. Hello. Hello from Russia with love. What time is it in Russia? I want to go to Russia. I actually am curious to like go there as like a holiday. Like you're making strange noises, which make me think that you're pooping. You're definitely pooping. You have poo face. Take your time. Take your time. Are you in U.S. or Brighton at the moment? I'm in the U.S. I have my house in Brighton is still there. We have a manager who watches it for us, and she's very good. Her and her husband take care of the house for us. Right now, obviously, like money-wise, it's pretty crappy because there's no tourists. How can there be? Mom mode activated. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Blakey, you're gonna take me. So, like, I have like a whole system, like a whole poop system already, like set up. So, my parenting is gone. I know Blake has pooped, but sometimes it seems like she's done pooping, but then she'll do another poop like right after, like within seconds. So the trick is to wait like about a minute and a half after I think she's finished pooping, and then change the diaper. Or else you're going to be changing 2 diapers. And that's the trick to parenting. Write it down, guys. That's my parenting advice for the day. Happy 2021. Are you done pooping? You boo-boo? Come here, you. She's going backwards down the slide. Because if you own a slide, you have to obviously go like every way except just the regular way. Oh my god, I am non-stop listening to freaking Baby Shark. I don't know if you guys know, Baby Shark is actually made by a Korean company called Fogi, and they make other songs. And also, like, 55 different versions of Baby Shark. And Blake likes all of them. So now, I'm hearing that in the background. My son is 2 and 2 months. Oh, my daughter is 2 and 3 months, actually. So, that's very similar age. Blake is, she's talking a lot, I would say right now. She speaks a lot of German. She speaks a lot of English, too, but she speaks a lot of German. So much so that she talks to me in German, and I don't know what she's saying sometimes. But Basti understands it, so I'm like, But now I'm learning German after all the years of avoiding it. I am trying to learn as best I can because I don't want my kid talking shit behind my back. I will not have this. I know her and her dad, they're going to be doing that my whole life, so can't have that. Anyway, yeah, so we also, I don't know if I told you guys before, but like, no, I probably haven't because I haven't been on here in months. We have 2 parakeets now, and it's actually quite cool. I enjoy the parakeets. They like cheer me up. One literally flew into Basti's hand. That's how we ended up with it. We tried to find like an owner, Like I put like, messages out like on Nextdoor's app, and I put a Facebook thing, and I was like, if anyone's missing a green parakeet, please let us know. And then we ended up with a green parakeet, and she was like super like shy and quiet and didn't want to do anything except sit in the middle of the cage and literally do nothing. So we thought, hey, let's get her a friend that'll cheer her up. And it's made her super active, but she's also like an asshole. Like she's kind of mean to the new parakeet. Like she's always like poking at him, like. But the new parakeet, he's kind of a little dork, and he likes her anyway, and he still wants to play with her. Go to bed then. Good night. I will say hi to Basti when he's back home. Now, it's time to try and figure out this diaper changing situation. And obviously, you guys will have to come with me, but you're not seeing anything. But, that's how it works. Because I'm either going to show I'll probably just move the screen. Okay, you little diaper queen. Come here. I'm probably going to get copyright strike for this freaking thing. Okay, you come here. Nikki. I need to check change your diaper. What do you have in your mouth? Okay, we can't see anything, right? I'm just double checking. I will not have good. I will not have you guys watching my kid's naked butt, because that would be weird, and I'm not one of those parents. So, oh my god, those family channels that I hate. Sorry, you're gonna hear like weird stuff in the background. See you. Let's see. That's not so bad. Hot ham buns? Oh, hot clam buns. Ew, what is a clam bun? Is it made with clams? Hot clam buns. 1 penny, 2 penny, hot clam buns. Oh, the joys of parenthood. All the poop. Actually, this isn't too bad. Blake's been worse. It's not an explosion. But one time, she this is the trick. Never let your toddler run around without a diaper on. It seems cute for a second until they poop on the floor. And then they step on it, on your carpet, and then they run around because that's what happens. Now, you stay there. I need to get a diaper. You guys watch the baby, I guess. Like, stay there. Okay. Back. Come here. Back on here. Okay. Stop kicking. Okay, now I have to wash my hands. So for hygienic purposes, we're going to the kitchen. Okay. Jeez. These are the parakeets, by the way. You guys want new seeds? Hold on, they're gonna want me to change this. So. Oh my gosh. There, we've done it! Successfully changed Blake's diaper. Okay, guys. Nice to see you. My streamer friend was joking about going to jail for streaming Baby Shark when the whole jailing copyright breakers thing happened last month. You know, like, uh, the copyright, like, that's the thing about copyright laws, and I don't know about Korea, but I know in Japan, you literally could go to prison for, like, copyright infringement. Like, copyright infringement in the US is still a civil action. I mean, it's still, like, unless you're, like, running the Pirate Bay, usually you won't get jailed for it. I guess technically you can be, but I've never heard of anyone doing it. But in Japan, I've heard of people getting literally jailed for copyright infringement. I think some kid got like busted for like putting One Piece um, scans of the manga on YouTube. So yeah, that's like I have such a weird relationship with copyright law. Like, so my person that I write with, my writing partner, he works for the Songwriters Guild. So he has a very different perspective than I do on copyright law. Like, I think copyright law now is ridiculously like it's stupid and archaic, and it really needs to be remade for a new era. Because everything is copyright infringement, and it's kind of a joke. You know, this needs to there's no way around it. Like, it's just so stupid. And he believes in like a stronger copyright law. He's like, don't. And I remember us having this debate. He's like, don't you want Blake to like inherit, her ability to like claim upon the things you make? And I was like, Blake to claim upon my. Blake is going to inherit some obnoxious amount of stuff. Like, I am inheriting basically nothing. Perhaps some land in North Carolina with nothing on it. But like my mom literally willed me out of her will for her house because she told like, oh, this is one of these things that kind of like bothers me, but it doesn't bother me because I do get where she's coming from, and I don't want to be an obnoxious asshole. But like my mom, her main asset is her home, right? It's a regular house, but it's in the middle of suburban Miami in a relatively nice neighborhood. Um, so it's definitely worth something, but the thing is, she told me, she's like, well, you already own a house. You know, you and Boss, because me and Bosky own our house in England. She's like, well, you guys own your house already. So, I'm going to leave the house to Ashley and Tyler, who are my brother and sister, who are much younger than me. My sister's 10 years younger than me, and my brother's 12 years younger than me. They're like, they don't have anything. So, if something happened to us, then they'll get the house. And I'm like, and I get the land in North Carolina. Oh, God. Which is worth like a tenth of the value of the freaking house, essentially. But whatever. It's her money and she gets to do what she wants with it. But I admit, she said she'd change it later. She's like, I'll change it, in like 10 years. I'll change it once your brother and sister have stuff. Then we can divide it into 3. But now it's like, oh my God damn it. Seriously? Whatever, asshole. No, whatever. I'm not going to say that to my mom. Everybody gets to make their own decisions about stuff. I'm trying to make a will. See, here's the thing. I read enough Reddit posts to know that you really should make a will. Like, because damn, do things go wrong when they go wrong. They also go wrong in my own family's life. Like, I've seen enough things go bad in my family's existence to know that it is a really bad idea to not have a will. You should always have a freaking will. And, like, I keep telling Basti we have to make one. Not that I'm saying, like, oh, we're going to die soon, but I think Basti gets superstitious, so he doesn't want to do it. But literally for years, I've been telling him we should make one, especially since we have a daughter now. And we're like, we really need to write down, if something happened to you and me, and it was, somehow someone has to take care of Blake, and, the house has to be put in a trust and stuff like that. And, so as I was saying, Blake has no problems. I was first talking about inheritances because, unlike me, Blake is going to inherit a crap ton of stuff because not only does she have our house and any other future properties we're going to have, and we're not going to have any other kids, Bastian's mother also has properties. in Germany, which she, like I said, it all goes down one line, so. Which takes me back to copyright law, because I don't think we need stronger copyright laws. Steph, I watched your videos for probably 10 years, and I still believe you are one of the most badass people I've ever heard of. Aw, thank you very much. I'm glad that you think I'm a very badass person. I mean, I cry very easily, so, I remember once, I'm still friends with this boss. This was one of my bosses at a long time ago, where he, screamed at me, and I started crying, and then he was shocked, because he was like, I didn't think you were going to be the type to start crying. What do you have there? Oh, no, what? What are you trying to walk with that in between your legs? That's a good parlor trick. Wow. Thank you. What is it?
What is it?
I think it's supposed to be a mirror.
What is this?
Yeah.
Is it that?
Yeah. What color is it?
Color? Pink.
Yeah, it's pink. Very good. Pink. It doesn't smell like anything. Boop. Thank you. Ah! You want to do Miss Mary Mac? Ready? Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black, with silver buttons, all down her back. She asked her mother for 50 cents, to watch the elephants jump over the fence. They jumped so high, they touched the sky, and they didn't come back till the 4th of July. How? No, it's not food.
How? No.
No, it's not food.
No.
No, it's not food.
No.
No. Can you do nosy? Nosy.
No.
No.
No, eight.
No, can I have a kiss?
No, eight.
No, you can't eat it. It's not to eat.
No, eight.
No, don't eat it. But can I have a kiss?
No, eight.
Who's this?
Basil?
Oh, it's Basil. Yeah.
Huh?
Ah, it's full of baby spit. Yucky. No, can... Ami, this is not Ami.
Ami?
No? Can I have Pikachu?
Yeah.
Where's Pikachu? I formed this opinion largely from your response to the person who sent you a death threat. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that dipshit. That was back in the day when, death threats were a little more, people would do them, a lot easier. Now it's, very frowned upon. But back then, people would do that. Wasn't the first or the last. I remember I had this guy. This would happen multiple times. Not so much now, because I guess I don't know. I don't do enough videos to attract that attention, and I don't get the views that I used to, so all good. But I had this guy once, threatened to, quite a long rape threat. And he just kept, and I just thought it was a joke, and I was, I've told people, I'm like, yeah, you want to show up on my doorstep? I freaking dare you. I'm a very big Second Amendment advocate, so, I don't recommend it. But, yeah, hand again? You want me to hold you down? Alright, but you gotta get to the top. Yeah. IP law definitely needs to change. The Dole's estate definitely shouldn't be interfering with the release of the new Sherlock Holmes stuff. Oh, I know! For God's sakes! And general public should be able to inherit their cultural legacy just as much as any estate and IP holder. Okay, this is freaking true. Disney, especially, they're the master manipulators of this. Disney changes all the copyright laws, and they have been doing it forever. The public domain is just totally screwed up because, nothing is allowed to ever go in the public domain anymore. And this is wrong. It's wrong for 101 reasons. And the crapped up thing is that Disney is the biggest benefactor. They benefited the most. Every one of the things that they built their legacies on are all public domain stories, with the exception of Winnie the Pooh, which I think later on they got sued by the creator's estate because they were screwing over that. And on top of that, they haven't been paying royalties for all those Star Wars extended universe books. They're the biggest load of assholes when it comes to this kind of stuff. Disney is the worst, but they're the biggest perpetrator of like changing up the copyright laws because they don't want Mickey to hit the public domain, which he should have done like years ago. If you get death threats, it shows you're doing something right. Well, I haven't gotten enough of them lately. I get some like kind of really fucked up reviews of my show. But some people really like it. So like that's just it. Like I'm glad it's kind of polarizing. I mean, I don't want to take a book out of the Ryan Johnson page because I know how much of a polarizing figure he is. Actually, you know what? He makes money and I don't. I would totally take it. I would take that position. You know, he's a famous director and I'm a nobody. I'm not even anybody on freaking YouTube. But still, yeah, I've gotten those, and I guess it means people are watching. But the funniest, weirdest thing I had out of all the reviews, like people could tell me my show sucks, which they do and plenty do. But was this one review that was talking about our bad accents, the bad accents we were putting on. We were putting on bad American accents. Or we were putting on bad accents in general. And I was like, no one is putting on an accent. No one is putting on an accent. Literally. That's how we sound. I think they're getting a little off-put by like one of the main characters, one of the actors. He is half Irish, half New Zealander. He's half Kiwi, half New Zealander. And he was raised between both countries his entire life. So like he lived 3 years here, 3 years there, 3 years here, 3 years there. So this guy's accent was literally Irish and Kiwi smashed together. And people, I guess, assumed he was American or trying to put on an American accent. But we never played it like that. We actually said it in the show that he, like, the characters would make fun of his accent. So, you're having fun, Blake? Blake found a nice big green bowl. After watching Knives Out and back on Ryan Johnson's great writer train. Yeah, I like Knives Out a lot. I really enjoyed it. It was a good movie. I recently, I was going to go on a rant, so I might as well do it now. I watched Wonder Woman, 1984, and I thought it was complete crap, and it made me feel shitty because this is gonna be my feminism rant here. Patty Jenkins is one of the only, if not the only, female director doing big budget movies right now. And this come mierda, who did not write the first Wonder Woman. But she did write Monster, which was good. But she wrote Wonder Woman 1984. She partially wrote it. And as someone who's trying to become a screenwriter, you know, there's certain, I don't want to call them rules, but let's just say they're guidelines. And in these guidelines, you know, they kind of tell you about structure and, like, how your story can make goddamn sense. And Patty Jenkins, Wonder Woman 1984 made no damn sense. It made no damn sense, Blake. It made no damn sense. Oh, none of that. No. We're trying to wean you down. You can have this blanket.
No?
Yeah. Oh, it's Baby Shark.
Booby?
No, Booby. Hello from Romania. 9. No, there is no Booby now. Blake is still really into Booby. Oh my god, yeah, the rape thing! I thought the same thing! I watched it and I also thought to myself, she raped him! That guy did not consent. Yeah, for such a feminist thing, right? Like, oh, Wonder Woman, she's such a feminist icon. I'm like, Wonder Woman raped some dude. Wonder Woman raped some dude. You're right. Oh my god, I did the same exact thing. Ouch, are you okay? Stop it. Stop it! Ooh. Okay. Be quiet. I lost the battle. Blake won, and she gets to get all the boobies she wants right now because I suck at saying no, even though you are too old for this. It's really hard to wean when You're stuck at home all the time. Like, she was almost weaned right before COVID hit. Because I was, like, going out all the time, and I was, like, doing meetings, and I wasn't home all day, every day. But now I'm here, and she won. She headbutted me. We need to teach you about consent. But yeah, anyway, I watched Wonder Woman 1984, and I thought it was just freaking terrible. But, I'm watching this movie, and then there was also this scene. No, yeah, like nothing made sense, right? Oh, so many things didn't make freaking sense. Like that's what I was thought. I was like, how come it felt like a first draft? Like somebody wrote this script, the screenplay as a first draft, and they were like, yeah, cool, we'll just shoot it. You know, who cares? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But anyway, my point is that you guys know this Pedro Pascal, who's like, he's the guy who's the Mandalorian. Um, People were like complaining that his son was like Asian. Oh, why does he have an Asian son? And I was like, what the hell are you talking about, an Asian son? They're like, yeah, the kid's Asian. Like, that kid is not Asian. In fact, I looked him up. His name was Klaus Perez. Like, that is not an Asian kid. I mean, maybe he's Filipino because they tend to have Spanish-sounding last names. But, like, people do not understand the fact that, like, just because you're kind of olive-skinned with super straight dark hair does not make you Asian. Plenty of Hispanics have this look. Do you watch Nelson Sullivan's videos on YouTube? No, I do not know who Nelson Sullivan is. Who are they? Do you recommend them? Are you gonna fall asleep now? She's not. I hope she does, but she won't. She's gonna stay up till midnight. Meaning I have to stay up till midnight. Even though I'm gonna try really hard to get her to go to sleep with me. I'm a pansy when it comes to sleep. I have to go to sleep like early. I don't know why. I've never been able to like do it. But anyway, so I was gonna say that like I had shot this video where I talked about like the fact that Pedro Pascal, like this kid could totally be his son for a multitude of reasons, and I can't believe that people think that like this not Asian kid is Asian. Ah, because we have this very set mindset of like if you don't look like Sofia Vergara, you're not absolutely Hispanic, and that's not true. But back to point, it was about definitely check out the channel. It's like a time machine. I'll give it a shot actually. Blake, you gonna go watch? Look at this diaper. Half of it is off your butt. I'm really bad at like Boo! Blake is watching a lot of cartoons in Spanish because I'm too lazy to teach her Spanish myself. So I'm like, what if I just put all the cartoons she watches in Spanish? Then it's okay. Thank you. I love having little hands on my mouth and face. Sorry, I get these songs. Ah, Blake, no, don't do that with your little wild feet. Blake is also super kicky. Nine, put those toes down. Put those toes down. You what? Blake? Stop kicking. She's kicking the laptop, so that's why you're seeing things move around. Blake! No! It's not funny! It's not funny! It's not funny! No. Stop. Stop it! Give me that little foot. Anything Ari Aster is garbage. Blake! Stop it! I don't know what Ari Aster is. I'm glad you're finding this hilarious. Alright, that's it. Boobie over. Boobie is finished! You're abusing your privilege by kicking the laptop and then hitting me with the other hand. Go watch Baby Shark and Mommy Shark. Oh my goodness, don't do that. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! No, it's not funny. Ah! Blake, you sneaky child. Oh no! Alright, fine. But you gotta chill out, okay? You're gonna lay there? Fine. But we're only counting to 10 and then it's finished, okay? 1, 2, 3. You're finished? Oh, thank goodness. Well, that's not very nice. No, no, no. Blake. Blake, no. Stop doing that. Blake, that's not nice. Yeah, well, you know what? You shouldn't be destroying my stuff.
Mama.
Yeah, thank you.
Mama.
Yeah, mama, mama, mama. Yeah, no, of course, mama, this. You are destroying my thing. Stop it. That is not very nice. Blake. You directed Midsummer and Hereditary. Okay. Oh my goodness. I am going to...
Baby High.
We're not watching Baby High. You can go watch Baby High in the other room.
Baby High.
No, you can watch Baby High in the living room. Nope. Blake! No. You want to go outside? She's trying to bite me now. Alright, go down the slide then. Go slide. Go down the slide. Agent of Chaos. My sister got me like this super sweet blanket. It's like nice. It's a giant tortilla and it's super soft. Oh my goodness. Oh, lumbar support. I do not want to go in the house. I do not want to go in the house. Blakey, go in the house. Would you consider your time in Nippon a waste of time? No, of course not. I never consider my time in Japan a waste of time. It was wonderful. It was exactly what I needed in the exact time I needed in my life. I was just out of university. I didn't really have direction in my life. And I never lived alone. I never had lived in a different country. I'd never even taken an airplane flight by myself before then. There was a million firsts there, and it was a freaking amazing experience. I recommend it to everybody. I loved living in Japan. I don't know if I'd ever live there again. I wouldn't be against it if the opportunity arose. But I don't think I'd teach English again. But no! 9, Blake. Here. But I love Japan. We want to go back for a visit when we can soon. Food was great too. What? Pato there? 9. I don't trust you. Yeah? On the computer. Pato on the computer, yeah. Do you still pay? No, I don't pay any attention to the J vlogging community. I have no idea who they even are anymore. I'm still friends with some of the original old people, but like any of the new people, not really too much. Hello, Happy New Year. Your foos? What's wrong with your foos? Your popo? Is there something wrong with your diaper? You need me to fix it?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me have a check. I see.
Oh no, Mama.
Oh no, Mama, what? There. You should be good to go. No! No! There will be none of that. The factory is closed. Juice bar is closed. No. There'll be none of that. That's not nice. That's not nice. I'm gonna throw this out. Yeah.
Oh
Oh no, Pato. That's what you get for being less than stellar. She's gonna be back. Yeah, no, I don't know anybody in the J-vlogging community nowadays. I don't know anyone in it really that still leaving vlogs. But I loved going to Japan. It was wonderful. it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed my time there. I learned a lot, like about life, about myself. It was a really good experience. Uh, you be careful with that. What are you doing? God, my back has been all messed up lately. It's always messed up, but it's like been particularly bad because I was feeling ill. Like I just get even worse. Come here, let me have that. No, don't have that in your mouth. That's not good. It's yuck. Come here, give me. It's yucky. It's yucky. Blake has a straw in her mouth, which is my straw, and she's been doing this because of me. It's my fault because I started chewing on straws, and now she's really into chewing straws. It's yucky! Don't put that in your mouth. Let me have it. Put it in the garbage. That's garbage. Blakey, that's garbage. Put that in the garbage. Like, I'm never gonna get a 2-year-old to freaking listen to me. I really need to get this out of her mouth because it's such a choking hazard. Let me have that. Mm-hmm. Hold on, guys. I gotta do some actual parenting. Mm-mm. 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 Ah! Let me have it. Nah. Yeah, no. Ah, got it. Oh no. It's garbage. She's saying me put it somewhere and hiding it from her, so. Let's see. This is really trippy for me because you're basically a part of my childhood. I'm 27 and now suddenly chatting with you and everyone else here. I keep getting your old Japanese vids on my feed. Oh, yeah. Can you tell a Japan story about anything? No pressure. I like your old intro. Oh, man, I forgot that intro. I was meaning to make a new one. I will once I can get, like I said, my new camera, my new setup. I will make a new intro. I'll keep the song, though. I like that song. Yeah, I can tell you guys a story. What story should I tell? I I had deep feelings for someone once, and I confessed that I loved them on a Ferris wheel in Yokohama, and they did not reciprocate, and I started crying. um, Said person is still my friend on Facebook, and we still get along pretty well. And he recently messaged me on Christmas, wished me a Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas. And he messaged Basti because he wants to talk about Bitcoin. Basti's the guy to talk to about that kind of stuff. Things ended very amicably between us, but we didn't break up because of the whole "I love you" thing. We still stayed together for like another 7 months. He was a very good lay. That's my story about Japan. So this whole bullshit about like, hey, Japanese men have tiny dicks. Not in my fucking case. This guy was fucking hung. He fucking knew how to use it too. That's my story. Was he Japanese? Yes, he was. He was a Japanese dude. But yeah. Like out of all like my breakups in my life, I always think of that one as like the one that was like, oh well, you know what? Like always when I would break up or me and other guys would break up together, like it would always end up with like them telling me how much they fucking hate me. They're like, you suck and you're such a bitch and you're the worst and I hate you and you're a whore. Like even though I'd be like, look, I wish you the best. You know, it always ends like that for me. But this one ended very amicably. Like I remember saying, like it's long distance, it's not gonna work out. I had just started. I met Basti, and I thought, you know, things were gonna happen with me and Basti. And this guy was living in Russia at the time. He wasn't even living in Japan anymore. He was living in Russia. I had no plans to go to Russia at all. I was like, I'm not going there. I thought originally he was between Russia, Thailand, and Australia, and I was like, if you move to Australia, definitely. If you move to Thailand, maybe. If you move to Russia, no. And they're moving to Russia, so you know it was just not gonna work. So yeah, we broke up, and I remember him saying, "He's like, I'm sad, but we had a very nice relationship," and I was like, "Good, I agree. We did. We had some really good times together, and the sex was great." I mean, I don't know if he agreed, but I thought it was great. um, There you go. That's my Japan story. Sex was great. Oh, wait, I'll tell you another story. Same guy. Because I find this one could be quite funny. So, back when I was teaching, in Japan, this was my last year, I decided I was having a little get-together party at my place because I had a decent-sized, apato, unlike everybody else. Their apartments were quite small, but I had a pretty good-sized one. So we would often have get-togethers at my place. So we have a get-together at mine, and I invite, of course, my boyfriend, and he comes from Tokyo because he was living in Tokyo, so he was going to come stay the weekend with me. And I tell him he's asking me if he should bring something, and I was like, well, just bring a nice bottle of wine or something. Everybody's bringing alcohol. Um, so he comes, and so do all my other coworkers come. And one of the coworkers came was this like kind of Cali dude named Will. And Will was cool, but he was like a little bit immature, but he was a cool guy. Anyway, Will stumbles in. Oh yeah, first Masahito comes in. He hands me a bottle of wine. I don't know. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have fucking said his name. His name was Masahito. But he gives me like the bottle of wine. And I'm like, oh, thanks, babe. Bottle of wine. I didn't know the brand. I didn't know anything about it. Just like I'm not from there. I put down the bottle of wine with all the other booze that we have. And then Will, like I said, Will comes stumbling in, and he's like, oh crap, sorry, I had to rush here. And I'm really sorry. I'm so broke right now, so I literally bought the cheapest bottle of wine that they had. So sorry, but he hands me the bottle of wine. It's the same exact bottle of wine that my boyfriend brought. Poor Will is like telling me how cheap it was, how bad it is. And I just remember turning to my boyfriend and looking at him and picking up the bottle and looking at him, and he heard Will talking, so he knew exactly what he was saying. He could speak English. And he just kind of smirks and he's like, what can I say? That guy was always really chill. That's what I'll say. So, yeah. There you go. You get two stories about my time in Japan. But, yeah, I really love Japan. I really would love to go again. We were supposed to have, like, COVID just screwed up everything because, we were going to have, one of my really good friends who still lives out there, she was going to come with her husband and the kids. They were going to come out to LA. We had so many friends actually who were going to come out to LA to visit us. And we were going to go too. We were going to go to Germany. We were going to go back to England. I really wanted to go back to Japan. Basti also was really up for Japan. He loved it. When I took him out there, he said it was like one of the best trips. It was our best trip together, definitely. Me and Basti have had some really fun vacations. Not recently because it's so hard to, obviously go on vacation, but we had such a good time in Japan. Like, I'll say this, so I had left and then came back a couple years later to take this trip. And when I had taken this trip, I thought to myself, I was like, oh, maybe I just, I'm just looking at Japan with rose-colored glasses and, it won't be as fun as I remember. And there was another reason that I remember that trip being so good. Because in my life, I have never had such bad depression than right before that trip. I mean, I was in the worst state. Like, I remember, real bad. Like, hated my life. Even though my life was good, I knew my life wasn't a bad life, but I was just, literally hating, breathing hurt. I remember I used to describe it as, I was so depressed, breathing hurt. And every day just was horrible. And I just truly couldn't stand it. I was just in such a bad place. Like, a dark cloud was on me. And I remember that we booked this trip to Japan, and I got to Japan, and we did the trip, and suddenly, it helped me remember, just how good life could be. I went there, and not only did I, get to, experience it, but I got to see a lot of, cool friends of mine that I had missed. And, some of my YouTube buddies. I know some people think Tikio Sam is a little bit controversial, but I liked him a lot. I saw Give Me a Break, Man. What's his June and what's her boyfriend's name? They were out there. I met them too. Just Raydree was there. I just met a lot of old people that I really enjoyed, and I just was it was just an enjoyable experience, and it just made me feel alive again, and it made me just everything was so. It was not only the people were nice, the food was great, the shopping was good, the weather, we had just hit the right time. It was the end of October, the beginning of November. The leaves had all changed colors, so they were all like these orangey bright colors. Um, I remember me and Basti were going to go see like one of these one of the castles or something like that in Kyoto, and it was so pretty, and like we didn't know what was happening, but there was a big like line, like a big queue. And me and Basti were like, what the hell is this queue for? And I'm like, I have no idea. Let's just get in the queue. So we just randomly hop into some queue that we have no idea what it's for, and just like start waiting outside for something that we don't know even what it is. And then we get inside and we find out it's for this art exhibit that uses goldfish, which was epic and super cool. Bossy didn't really love it because he's a little bit of like, he doesn't like to hurt animals. So he's like, I don't know. I felt bad for the fish. It wasn't like the fish were being tortured or anything. They were just in like these really interesting tanks with all these lights and stuff. Um, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And that was just like a cool experience of just going to Japan and just enjoying these little things, and it was just great. It was exactly what I needed. It was exactly what I needed to like really snap myself out of it. I wouldn't say that I was ever cured of that depression. Even to this day, I probably still get occasional like funks of it, but I remember that trip being like a huge like crack in it, like really snapped it out of me. And then I got my dog, who Cashew. Unfortunately, she currently lives with my mother in Miami. I really do miss her. I was in Miami for Thanksgiving and I saw my doggy, and I really missed her, and I wanted to bring her back. But unfortunately, the reason Cashew lives with my mother is that after Blake started crawling, she was not exactly the softest touch with Cashew, let's just say. And it's a little unfair to have a toddler terrorizing your dog. Like, Blake already terrorizes these parakeets. Alright, so let's just leave it at that. Let's see. Do you consider yourself a weapon of mass destruction? I mean, I have some pretty deadly farts, so I bet you could weaponize those. Rachel and June. Yes, that's them. I was like the redhead and her boyfriend. Yeah, them. Roger Swan. I don't know Roger Swan. Not a weapon, a weeboo. No, I am not. I do enjoy Japan a lot. But I definitely don't have like, I don't watch that much anime anymore. I think the only one I watch anymore is Yashahime because I was a huge Inuyasha fan. So for nostalgia's sake, I will watch that. Blake is being too quiet again. But I still really much appreciate the culture. I think I'm like a little too old to be a weebo. I know this sounds odd to say, but I don't have the energy to consider that. What did you eat? You have something in your mouth and you're gonna spit it out on me. Let me have it. What is it? Oh, there it is. What is it? Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. Okay, hold on. What is that? It's a piece of paper. What are you eating? Ah. There you go. Ah. What is this? What paper are you eating? Ah, yeah. Do you want some croutons?
Yeah.
You want croutons? Okay, I'll give you some croutons. Hold on, I gotta get Blake a snack since she decided to eat a piece of paper. One moment, gentle people. Let me get the croutons for my child. Ah, you two. Behave yourselves, judgmental little birds. Where are the croutons? Bingo. There you go. Enjoy your croutons. Okay. Hello, people again. Let's see. Nippon is a dead end career-wise for all foreigners. I wouldn't say that. I would say I know enough people who, like, if you stay there and you learn the language, If you literally learn the language really well, I think you can do stuff. I know some people who are not just teaching English, who have quite successful careers out there. Uh, One of them, he is a filmmaker, and recently one of his films got accepted into a very prestigious festival that like can get him into like the Oscars or BAFTA. I really hope he does get in because I totally want to work with this guy. He's an amazing cinematographer. Like if I had a decent budget, I would love to shoot with this guy. And I know a few people work in different industries that aren't just they aren't just teaching English, and even the ones who do teach English, a lot of them have opened up their own schools and have been fairly successful. So I wouldn't say that. Um, why is her baby more important than get viewers? Singing the best things about Japan. I really like that bit. Oh, thank you. I really like that bit too. Um, I don't understand what you're saying, Pedro. Because the baby is a baby. June's got a great cooking channel now. I should check it out. Why would we be more important than her kid? What are you talking about? My kid is fine. I must have missed a bunch of stuff. Blake! Sorry, I shouldn't be so loud. Know that I appreciate and love you. Who's that? My mama and Blake? Can I give you a kiss? No? Okay. You're very nice. You having fun? Like, I don't know if you know this about toddler videos, but they can play for hours.
Hi, baby.
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 Hi, baby? I don't know what that means.
Hi, baby.
What's a fry baby?
Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
What is that? What's fry baby?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, no.
Well, you know what? You're not going to watch it on my computer. You can watch it in the TV. Stand up, because I think the crouton is on the bed, and I don't want to be sleeping on crouton. Where did it go? Yeah, but I think it's under your butt. Where's the crouton? You dropped a crouton, and now I'm going to be croutoning all night. Oh, croutons are the worst. They're so crumb-filled. Okay, if you had trouble, have you ever had any trouble with parasocial relationships as a YouTuber with a successful channel? I do not have a successful channel. So, let's just start with that. So no, in a way, my channel is small enough that, like, I've never had that issue ever. I'm definitely friends with people who've had that issue. So I don't really have a I've had people like I meet people like I'm small enough that when people say, "Hey, I'm in town. Do you want to meet me?" I always say yes. I mean, if I can, not obviously. There was like one time I couldn't, and I felt really shitty about it. And I think this girl got really mad at me about it. Like, well, if you didn't want to meet up, you didn't have to say anything. And I was so busy, I was filming, and it was like the worst time ever for me to meet. I was like, God, whenever I'm like deep into projects, it's like really hard for me to. But I've had quite a number of people just like message me and like, "Hey, I watched your YouTube video and I just happened to be in town. Can I like meet you for coffee?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Hopefully you're not a murderer, but no one's been a murderer yet. Knock on wood. Knock on plaster." There, this. Oh Jesus, not that wasn't very sexy. But yeah, I don't have that issue so much. But I have like people, like I said, I know people much more successful than I am, and some of them do. They just mention it sometimes, but I don't know. That's one of the plus sides about living in LA. Is in LA there are so many people who are like famous that like it means nothing. Like you don't even clock famous people because like why would you? I've met quite a number of people who are like much more famous than I am, and like I don't even notice. Like one time I saw John Hamm and I totally like melted. But most of the time, one, I have a really bad face for even like looking at people who like I can't tell if people are famous. Two, it's like you just see people just in like regular life all the time because like I live in like between Eagle Rock and Glendale, which is very central LA, not downtown, but it's very central. Lots of people live around here, and you just run into people. um, let's see. What character did you like most in DOS? I don't even know what DOS is. Wait, hold on. Let me double check that. I'll come about the cringe corner. DOS. Whatever happened to that one guy you had in your videos all the time? Warren? Are you talking about Warren? What character did you like the most in DIS? Oh, you mean Drowning in Sunshine? My movie? Warren's in Drowning in Sunshine. He plays one of the assassins. That's how I met him. Warren is, I don't know. I mean, we just had a little, I wouldn't say we had a falling out. I would say that, just our friendship fizzled out. It just couldn't be anything more. Highland Park is not that far from me. Yeah, so, my favorite character in Drowning in Sunshine is Black. I'm still very good friends. Fairly good friends. I don't want to say very, but no. Recently, actually, even though we also had an up and down situation, me and Alex, who was the guy who played him. But recently, we've been working again with each other and helping each other with some projects. So that's been fun. But yeah, in Drowning in Sunshine, that was my favorite character. I know a lot of people don't like that character. Some people do. Some people like Sophie a lot, and the character Sophie, I don't want to be an asshole. If I was to make a season 2, which I won't because I don't have a couple $100,000 to do it, but if I did, unfortunately, that would be a character that I couldn't bring back because I don't think the actress would ever be interested, and I don't know if I could work with her again. So that's my little bit of that. So yeah, Warren is fine. As far as I know, we don't really talk. I prefer he not message me. He has before. Oh shoot! Somebody's crying. Oh, I'm coming. What happened? Your foot hurt? Why is your foot hurting? You're fine. Okay, you're okay. You're just You're fine. Want me to kiss it? Mwah! You want me to eat the crouton? No, you eat that crouton. You okay? You're okay. You're fine. So Basti bought me one of these little mini trampolines to work out on because I've always wanted one as a Christmas present, and of course Blake has claimed it for herself and she was hopping on it. You like Sophie? Sophie was cool. Yeah, out of all the actors, I think everybody would be willing to come back easily. Not so much Sophie. Yeah, that's what I'll say. But I think if I could, everybody would come back. Yeah, hello. Yeah, I know it's been a while, but yeah, I was trying to tell you the story of I like your pink hair. Do you smoke weed? Yeah, I do. Not so much right now. Obviously, I'm doing parental duties, and uh, it's not very good idea to do that right now. But this is California, so of course it is. The green ball? You giving me the green ball, honey? Thank you. Green ball. Yeah, anyway, yeah, thank you. I have the pink hair is a wig. Blakey. Go watch Moana. I can hear it on the background. There she is. The ball. What are you doing? Oh no, what? Oh no, not the ball. What will ever happen? Oh. Ball. Yeah, but I wouldn't consider. Was it easy to get urban in New Point? No, absolutely not. I didn't smoke at all, and it was super like you'll super get arrested. You can drink as much as you want out there. You can smoke the hookah pipes, which is just tobacco, but I would not recommend looking for weed out there. Just learn to live without, because it's a little too much of an issue. I watch your other videos. You have big bottle. I have big bottle. Yeah, I mean I have a lot of those. I have a kid. Laugh face, fire, smiley face, smiley face. It is my second day quitting cigs cold turkey. Well, good for you. I remember the first time I ever had a cigarette in my life. Um, my friend gave it to me like in high school, and I smoked it, and I was like, "Ah, it tastes like a burnt pine cone." I, I think I've smoked a total of maybe like 13 cigarettes in my life. And I've only done it because like I needed it for like filming or like just just to pretend to be sociable, like smoke a cigarette. I freaking hate it. I'm not against people smoking if you want. I just prefer you don't like smoke cigarettes. Like smoking weed, fine. It doesn't stick to your clothes in the same way. But also smoking weed is something you can only do like within reason. I mean, this like I said, this is California, so everyone here is high all the time. Well, you could smell it like wafting. Like my neighbor used to smoke so much. Like I remember like the whole building you could smell it from his place. But now he has a kid and so he's toned it down quite a bit. Oh no, baby shark? I know exactly what she's talking about. Oh dear, I hear screaming. I'm coming! Story of my life. What, you want to watch Baby Shark and you don't want to watch Moana? Okay, no Moana. We want to watch Baby Shark because here we go. Baby Shark Live. Okay. There we go. Uh. Oh. Did you expect to live such an adventurous life when you were young? You've been to Japan, made TV shows, been to law school, married a German guy, got a million YouTube views. Yeah, I kind of did. I know it sounds weird. It's not without trying that I've had an adventurous life. Um, so my grandfather, who recently passed away, not recently, but he died in April. Uh, I remember when he had his 90th birthday, which was I don't know, like 4 or 5 years ago. We had to all give speeches at his party. Like all the grandchildren had to give a speech. And in my speech to honor my grandfather, who was a World War II like airplane mechanic with all kinds of insane, crazy stories, I said that I modeled my life after his because he always had amazing stories to tell and he always had a lot of adventures. And I wanted to be someone who had a crazy life with a lot of adventures, a lot of stories to tell. So, like for that reason, I wouldn't say I would definitely not call myself risk averse. It's just to say. It's to say I'm not careful, but I am one to take adventures. I like to go places, and if the opportunity arises, I'll do it. Um, and that's what how I've lived my life. I've lived my life always trying to do like cool, interesting things within reason. I still have to be responsible and like pay bills and. Now I have a child, it's become a little more complicated. I definitely find that it's much more difficult to go on all kinds of crazy, wild adventures. And COVID has also killed a lot of that. Like before, I used to be like, always like, up for doing crazy stuff and meeting cool people and sometimes meeting not so cool people, but you're just meeting new people. But, it's a little hard right now to do that kind of stuff. What are you doing? Oh, your foot hurts? Your popo hurts? Come here, you. Let me check. Are you okay? You okay? You're going up the slide? Okay, let's see. Well, smoking a cigarette for a film seems so foreign now that it can be done in post. It cannot be done in post. I mean, you can, but it's not for me. I wouldn't be able to do it if you have enough money, and it's just easier to do things practically. Come here, you. There's obviously something wrong with your diaper, and I need to check it. Come, let me check your popo. It was surprising to hear you say you went through. What has happened? There's not. Oh, I see. You're fine. No, don't be tricking me into like getting more booby milk. Ah! No, have some water.
No.
Water is delicious. It's just as good as booby milk, I swear. Drink.
No.
Yes. You want a bottle of milk?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Okay, good. I'll give you a bottle of milk. So you guys are gonna come with me to the kitchen again, so we can get like a bottle of milk. Because I prefer you to do that than take the booby. Because I'm getting kind of tired of this crap. But you know, like I said, it's hard to get them to quit. Stop judging me, little birds. Stop judging me. Little tiny birdies. Let's see. Let's get some milk for this little child. Don't you worry, don't you worry. Yes, heaven's got a plan for you. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's give Blake a bottle of milk. Here you go. Here's a bottle of milk. There. It's good, right? Well, swallow it first. Okay, where was I? Yeah, it's not like the old Bogart movies. It was surprising to hear you say you went through deep depression, since you seem so like adventurous and ambitious person. Of course. What happened? Your foot hurts? Come, sit down then. Let me see your foot. Why do you always tell me your foot hurts? What did you do to it? You want me to rub it?
Dad.
I think you're just trying to get a free foot rub out of this. Oh yeah, my grandfather was pretty cool. And as for the depression thing, yeah, well, sometimes you just do too much. And you give and you give and you give and you give. That's what happened. Like I literally gave everything at once, and then I didn't get anything in return suddenly, and then I just kind of cracked, and I felt really crappy. What is? S coming? Coming? Are you under that slide? Blake is under her slide. So. But anyway, booby milk, yay. Well, Blake already got booby milk, so she's fine. Breastfeeding must be kind of annoying. It is annoying. It is annoying, and no. No. No! Ah! No! Go drink from the bottle. Yeah? Now look at that delicious bottle milk. Yeah, from a yummy cow. No booby. No booby. 9. Stop it. No! 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 Jesus, she's literally lifting my shirt. Blake! Stop it. Go drink. I lost. See? That's me losing. That's my loser face. Because Blake won. You tired? You want to go sleep? Mm-hmm. You liar. Gonna be asleep at midnight. Blake has a tendency of going to sleep super late. He does not have like my affinity for being in bed by 10 p.m. I'll talk if I want. You don't get to silence me. Be good. No, 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 no. Blake is trying to flash you guys. So if that happens, you know, it's considered educational purposes. Blake, no. Don't do that. Blakey, stop. No, Booby's finished in 10 seconds, okay? Mm-hmm. 10.
Oh, I
Yeah, okay. Booby finished.
want.
No, go have the milk from the cow.
No.
Go have the bottle.
It's the boo.
You want the booby? Alright, 10 seconds. 10. 9. He's trying to get out of it. But I should close my mouth. 8. So, okay, that's it. Good. You're free. Now run wild and free. Just. Ah! Stop terrorizing people. Mostly me. What kind of bee makes milk? Please, please don't visit Gorse signs. The lights? I don't want. I want to. I want to drink booby. Yeah, I know. Lights? Oh yeah, our neighbors still have the Christmas lights up. Ah. What? What are you saying? No.
No.
Yeah, thank you.
This.
What?
This.
This what?
This one. This. Oh no.
Oh no, what? Go watch Baby Shark. I put it on for you. Oh no, water? You want water? Awa, see.
I'll see, Mom.
You have ouchie in your mouth? Drink the water. It's good for you. What is with your generation and pics with your tongue hanging out? My generation with pics and my tongue hanging out? I think you're confusing my generation for the one underneath my generation. I am much too old for that kind of shit now. I mean, to be fair, I would if I could. I'm sure there's a couple pics of me doing that. But not anymore. Now it's counting. I can't even count my gray hairs anymore. I've got nice little streaks of them coming in. They don't come in singles anymore. They come in patches. Gen X, not millennials. You mean, I think you're talking about Gen Z. Oh, that one. My tongue wasn't out because I wanted it to be out. Like, it was like, I happened to be talking, and I was like, It wasn't like a sexy one, unfortunately. I'm really bad at taking sexy photos. I just, like, am a sexy person fail. Like, this is why, like, I couldn't do that dominatrix work. Because I was like, I can't do this. I did it, like, and it was, like, a hell of a role play, but I was like, this does not come naturally to me. I feel like such a dork. Gen X cutoff, I would say Gen X is, like, the early 80s, I think, is the cutoff. 1981, I think? No. 1986 to 1990, that's the millennials. Gen Z is like, well, who you're thinking. Gen Z are the ones after, and I think they come from like I think they're either 98 or 2000 even. Okay, I just noticed a few of them lately. I was just wondering, not you. No, it's just because I have I've always had kind of a above averagely long tongue. So I sometimes do that because it's just something I would do because it's funny because I have such a long tongue. See? Like a fucking lizard. The problem with that, of course, is that sometimes it messes with my speaking ability. Do you know, like, you actually have to stretch your tongue out? Like, seriously, like when I try to do specifically long speeches or public speaking, I will stretch. I'll like do exercises. It looks so ridiculous, but it actually works. A lot of actors and public speakers will recommend it. Politicians too, and lawyers. So yeah. So pre 1986 is Gen X. No, I don't think so. I think Gen X is 1981. Gen X is the 1960s to the early 1980s. Yeah, because my mom is a Gen Xer. That's why I was like, nah. But does anyone here know who Muqtada al-Sadr is? I do not. I do not know Muqtada al-Sadr, but they sound vaguely Middle Eastern. Do you have a favorite Japan vid? Like a favorite Japan vid that I've made, or favorite Japan vid that I've watched? One that I've made, I would say I have. I think I like the one where I talk about my first encounter with the Japanese police because I got my foot run over. How old is your mom? I don't know. I know she was born in 1963, so like 58, 57. Yeah, so oh, 1965. Well, I don't know. See, my mom is actually not a Gen Xer. She would be a baby boomer into Gen X. She's like on that cusp. So I'm not even sure. Early to mid 1960s. Jesus Christ. Average levels of debt. Millennials get fucking screwed. But yeah. I have a friend who wants to be a badass. What advice would you give her? Badass advice. Just do shit that you want to do and not worry about what other people think. That's probably like the best thing you could do. I'll give you an example. Right before I went to Japan and I got my job, and I told like my mom, I said, "Hey mom, I got a job in Japan and I'm going." And she told me, "No, you're not." And I said, "Yes, I am." See, at the time, my mother was not financially supporting me in any which way. And cherry on the friggin' Sunday was that, like, when I graduated university, my dad's gift that he announced during my graduation party was like, I will buy Stephanie a ticket to wherever she wants to go in the world. That is my present to her. Like, to like tell my mom like she was never gonna stop me. But then my mom got over it and she like, bought me clothes and stuff to go, so it was just a little hard for her. But yeah. Um let's see. Lol, not no one is sure how old their money is. Millennials do get screwed because you don't rise up with Gen X. Yeah, no, that's true. Um I'm still in a much better financial situation than most millennials, so I'm not going to pretend that I'm not. I wish I was making more money. Like, I feel like I've stagnated a little bit, but I'm waiting for, I guess, a big fish, if you will, and it's a bit of a hard one. Does anyone feel old talking about how old people are now? Oh my God, it's like when you took, like my parents are getting all up in age, and it's totally bothering me. Like I'm like, no, I can't deal with you guys being grandparents now. Obviously, you are. I have a child, but it's like it's totally effing with my head. Gonna be in DC January 6th, 2021. Nope, no plans on it. These 36-year-old children baffle me. Oh my God, yes, I know a few too. I was in 1986, so I only just missed out on the Gen X thing. Yeah, I'm an older millennial too. She's 5 years older than me, and I missed Boomer by 4 years. I'm a Gen X. I am the same age as Nirvana band members, so I always thought Kurt Cobain is the voice of my generation. And then he died! Killed himself. But everybody knows what's her name. Courtney Love asked him. Well, that's what her dad says. Like, I remember Vietnam vets being late middle age now, and they feel like World War II vets I met as a kid. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so like World War II vets are like mostly gone now, which is kind of sad. Like when my grandfather died this year, I was like, ah, World War II vets. But same with Holocaust survivors. Isn't that like a trip? It's like, fuck. It's real sad because you want to know the stories, right? Like they're just gonna be gone. I'm waiting for a big fish too. Yeah. See again, millennials scream you and are getting screwed and do nothing to stand for freedom. Millennials are the most politically active generation since baby boomers, okay? Like, they fucking bitch up a storm. And Gen Z are even fucking crazier, so I wouldn't say that. I mean, not me. I'm not gonna do shit. I'm gonna lay here. I'm gonna tweet about it. No, I don't go on Twitter. It's fucking crazy. Never. Um, I'm waiting for my big fish right now. It's 828 pages taking up my hard drive space. Little writer's another word for unemployed. Yeah, basically. Um, yeah, writing is it's a hard one. It's a hard one, and I've been really trying to crack it. That's why I moved out here. It is, I'm making progress, but it's just like one of these things. It's like, ugh, I just want to move forward, and it's hard. I have to start making inquiries to managers. And that's my next port of call. I hear Blake's thunderous little baby steps. Actually, that's my upstairs neighbors. I served 4 years in the Navy. Well, that's cool. My stepdad was in the Navy for a while. My my mom is kind of an asshole to my stepdad. Like she loves him, but she's mean to him sometimes. And she's like when she wants to mess with him, she's like, "Figured you'd go into the Navy, the gayest branch of them all." Like, why, Mom? Why are you being like that? One, the irony is, of course, she would say shit like that, and they were always scared of my brother being gay and my sister's gay, right? Like that's the irony. They were always like, "Oh God, Tyler might be gay." My brother was like liking girls since he was like a toddler. And my sister wasn't like, well, not liking girls. My sister wasn't liking anybody, and yeah, she ended up being gay. So we all get to like make laugh about it. That's what you get for making your homophobic jokes. They got over it though. They're all good with my sister. She has a really sweet girlfriend actually. It's the grind to get noticed. I hate inquiry letters. I know, but we all have to do them. We have to deal with all the, how before we used to say like, oh, look at J.K. Rowling and look at all her, look how many times she got rejected before she made it big. And then you think about it, and then you have to look at J.K. Rowling nowadays, and she's this crazy bitch. And I'm like, God damn, you used to be what we used to use as like, the example of like just, trying and trying and trying till you make it. But now you can try and try and try and then make it, and then end up being a crazy person. So who wants that? Hey, baby. Paw Patrol? Oh, look at that. Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol. Look, it's Marshall and Zuma and Rubble and Chase and Rocky and Sky. Yeah, Rubble, was that your favorite one? We used to look up to you, JK. I know, right? Like, what the hell's happened to this crazy bitch? Ryder, yeah. Do you like Quentin Tarantino movies? Mostly, yes. I didn't watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood yet, but I've watched basically all of them. I don't think I've watched Jackie Brown. Just haven't had an opportunity. But yeah, in general, I do like Quentin Tarantino movies. I will have none of that. You can drink milk from the bottle.
No?
Yes. No booby. There will be no booby. You will have dairy cow milk. The milk from the cow.
No.
Yeah. You know what? We have been domesticating cows for thousands of years. And I won't be giving it up to the likes of you. There's nothing wrong with cow milk. Unless you're vegan, which you're not yet. But if you make that choice, you're going to be buying your own food. No, 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 no. None of that. None of that. Excuse me, young lady. Ah! No! Blake won again. Blake, you're such a... You can be such a jerk sometimes. No, 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 no. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No.
This.
What?
It's Mama.
Yeah, it's Mama. It's Mama and Blake. But you gotta be like, learn to behave yourself and not be a crazy daisy.
Mama.
Yeah?
Blake.
Yeah, there's Blake. Oh, where's Blake? There's Blake. Who's that?
Blake.
Yeah, it's Blake.
Dad.
None of that! No. Go watch Baby Shark.
No.
Yeah, you're the one who wanted Baby Shark.
No.
You wanna watch Blue's Clues then?
No.
Yeah? Blue's Clues?
Look.
Okay, I'll put Blue's Clues on.
Look.
Okay, Blue's Clues, Blue's Clues. Have you guys ever watched the new Blue's Clues? They changed it up a little bit. And they changed the guy again. I'm gonna put on Blue's Clues, Blue's Clues, Blue's Clues. Put on in our thinking chair and think. Sorry, because that's where my life is right now. I put Blue's Clues on for you. Go watch Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues. I put it on. Go watch Blue's Clues. Okay, now where was I? Jackie Brown was just okay. What is your never again story? Yeah, I probably, I had, when I was filming, I had a really crappy freaking, what was her role? I'm not even gonna get into it exactly. I had a person who worked for me who was a big pain in my ass, and I really over-tolerated that person. And I should have fired them, and I didn't, and, I will never tolerate that kind of bullshit again in my fucking life. That's my never again. They were just one of these people whose like favorite thing was this is I'd like to point. They literally told me I'd like to point out that this isn't my fault. With that same fucking grimace in their face, and they had the audacity to put me down as a reference. They should never have done that. I mean, no one called me anyway, but I was like, "Are you crazy? Don't do that." I don't think they realized how much I didn't like them. 50 Shades of Grey, most started and never finished book in history. I found a copy in the rim of a garbage can. Hello, Phil. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably still into kink. I just haven't had any time because obviously I have a child and it's a little harder to end up in kink circles, or events when you have a kid. But 50 Shades of Grey was ever like just wrong. Just wrong. No matter how crazy it gets, what we write, we weren't the ones who made 50 Shades of Grey. We can take pride in that. Well, you know what? They made a bunch of money. So, what can I say? They got money and a movie franchise. Come here, you. I gotta fix your diaper. It's half off your butt. You have one butt cheek just completely out. So, come here. Come here. Looks like you're pooping again. And now we're dealing with a diaper that only has one butt cheek out. Wow, this is not good. Do you still have Cashew? Cashew lives with my mom. I was saying, I want to take Cashew back home, but unfortunately, we have a little issue, which is that Blake is a bit aggressive. Not Cashew. Blake is very, like, into, like, she'll go up to Cashew and, like, not smack her, but she wants to, like, ride her and stuff, and it's just not good to have a dog do that. Burlesque dancing, I definitely don't regret that. I'd do that shit again. I did it like right after Blake was born. I needed to do it to make myself feel slightly better about the fact that I had a kid. That was fun. Me and Warren used to do that together, and it was kind of good to do it without him. Like once that friendship ended, it felt good to be able to do it without him. Though, admittedly, I really like our first performance. Like that performance was one of my favorite things I ever did. It was a really cool song. It was a cool costume. It was just fun. Blake is pooping again. I can hear it. You're constipated? It's okay, just relax. Blake has a tendency of holding her poop, so I'm trying to get her not to do that. Relax. You want to sit on the toilet? Mm-hmm. You want to go to the toilet? No? We're trying to potty train her, so she's used it a couple times, but she's still a little bit like scared of doing it. Doing it on the toilet. No, we don't need to use the toilet, okay? If you're not comfortable, we don't have to do it. So, you done? Can I have that? You still doing poo-poo? Poo-poo finished? I'm gonna give you like 2 more minutes, okay? And then I'm gonna try and change you. Alright? Yeah. You gonna throw it? Kisses? Blake like is really into makeup. Unlike me. I own some, fairly decent quality makeup palettes. Which I'm pretty sure Basti bought because I'm trying to figure out what he did. Like to this day, I was like, what did he do? Because he like just comes up to me one day. He's like, "Hey, babe, just so you know, I have a little bit of extra money in my PayPal account. So those makeup palettes you wanted to buy, you could just purchase those." And I was like, "Huh, really?" Like the fact that he just said that to me, I was like, what what has this man done? Like, what sneaky ass shit has he done? I still haven't figured it out. That he just told me to go buy some makeup. Like, go spend money, honey. Like, he's never that type. I wouldn't go. Basti's not cheap by any means. Like, he'll let me buy stuff if I like. If it's not that he lets me. We don't really have like permission to give each other, but he won't give me any gripe about stuff mostly. But sometimes he'll be like, "What? You spent how much on?" Da, da, da? Like, there's a cosplay I'm dying to do. And I found all the pieces for the costume, and I like, I put everything in my Amazon shopping bag or shopping cart, whatever the hell it is right now, and it comes out to about $130. And I told him, I was like, it's $130. I really want to do this cosplay, and he's like, $130 for a costume? Just like it's not even made. You have to make it yourself. And then he stopped himself. He's like, no, honey, I'll support you if you want to do it. So I'm like, my hair is just at the right length for this costume. So the character I really want to do is Dr. Mrs. the Monarch, which is from Venture Brothers. If you guys ever watched Venture Brothers, specifically that costume, like she was first Dr. Girlfriend and Dr. Mrs. Fiance, and then her costume when she became Dr. Mrs. the Monarch. Like her outfit is just like super sexy and cool looking, and like this character is voiced by a man, and she has this ridiculously deep voice, like in the show, if you ever watch it. Which at first was played off as a joke, but after like about halfway through the first season, you don't even clock that she has a deep voice. That's a man's voice. You don't even clock it anymore. You don't even like it. It even stops being a joke. Like I think after season 2. And oh my god, Venture Brothers is such a good show. They have to bring it back. They better give that show an ending. I know that they like really effed up and like canceled it, but oh, it was such a good show. So Dr. Mrs. the Monarch is one of my favorite characters because she is so cool and like a badass and fun, and like you just don't want to mess with her. And like even though she's a villain, she's also not a villain. So Harley Quinn, yeah, Harley Quinn's cool too. I like Harley. I love the Harley Quinn animated show. Some people are like, "Oh, I know it's a little too political for me, and I can't have a little SJWE," but it's freaking hilarious. I actually find it freaking funny as hell. All right, Blake has hopefully successfully done another poop, which means we are going back to the pooping, changing. Like, God, this whole thing has been this whole live stream. I think I've changed like 3 diapers. All right, I gotta find the wipes though. What has this child done with the wipes? Bacon. We have to we have to change your diaper, okay? So we're gonna set up this trampoline to de-poopify you. Yeah, the trampoline, exactly. Okay, so we set up the towel, we set up the diaper. Let's see. One, two, three. Let's see. All right. Blakey, just lay down here. Come here. I gotta change your diaper. Fresh diaper. No one's saying anything here, right? Just double check. I don't want anyone accidentally seeing you. Okay, that's fine. We're good. Oh, scheiße. Literally. Okay. Oh. Okay, how much times do I get to wipe a little baby butt today? Of course, it's the time Daddy isn't here, so Mommy gets to wipe all that sweet baby butt. Okay, let's put this diaper on you. Whoa. Baby high? No, no more baby high. You want to watch Blue's Clues. You're watching Blue's Clues.
No.
Yeah. You want to watch Baby High? You want Blue's Clues? Okay then. What do you want from me? I gotta wash my hands. You wanna watch Peppa Boots? What do you wanna watch? You wanna watch Blue's Clues again? Okay, Mommy's just gonna wash your hands. Okay. I'm putting on Blue's Clues. Hold on. Blue's Clues. Okay, I'm putting on Blue's Clues. Here we go. There. You can watch Blue's. Okay. Blue's Clues. Yeah, Harley Quinn is a friggin' great show. Shit happens. I hope I never have to change a diaper again. Oh my god, yeah, well, guess what? I spend my life changing diapers. One day, hopefully not, but for the time being, and there are a lot of diapers in my life. Alright, guys. I've been on for like 2 hours, which is a lot for me. But I appreciate all you guys coming on and talking to me because it always cheers me up and like it's cool to just, interact with people on YouTube. I wish I could do it more often. Like I said, hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'm gonna get my microphone fixed and I'm gonna get my new phone, which is gonna be my new camera, and I'm gonna be able to do this more often and that'll be fun. But yeah, everybody, I hope you guys are, being cool and having a good new year and this whole bullshit blows over and COVID is over and we can all go back to our normal fucking lives. If that even exists anymore. But no, I want to do that. So everybody, take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Thanks for showing up and being awesome. Blake, thanks for being a good, above average child. Yeah? You want to say bye-bye? You don't need your jacket right now. All right, you guys, everybody take care. Jacket, you don't need a jacket.